What's happening? This is Eric Foster from Brewer Media Group and from Power 94, and we have special guests in our studios. They do incredible work in our city. This is Eli Smith, and he is from Big Brothers and Big Sisters. Welcome to the studios.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Good deal. Tell us about the organization and some of the great things that you have going on for this year.
Yeah, so we do youth mentoring. We help kids reach their potential through mentoring programs, and we match them with volunteers that are just someone that can be a supportive figure in their life, spend a few hours a month with them. And right now we're in the middle of a big recruitment campaign. We're calling it End the Wait Month because we have about 100 kids on our wait list that are enrolled in our program and are waiting to be matched with a mentor. So we're doing everything we can to share about the need for mentors and to just kind of close that gap and help end the wait for as many kids as possible.
Yeah, there's always a misconception. A lot of people think that there's just so much time that has to be dedicated, and it's really not that complicated like that.
Yeah, absolutely. We typically say about 4 to 6 hours a month for most of our programs. That can vary depending on which program you're in, but for me, I'm a big brother in our community-based program that looks like every other Sunday afternoon we'll spend a couple hours together. So it's not a huge time commitment.
Right.
It's something that a lot of people can make time for in their schedules, and we can figure out a program that works well for you and your schedule.
Not a huge time commitment, but it's a huge impact on the children. Can you tell us about some of the things that the kids are saying and how it makes them feel and how they feel included?
Yeah, so I think it just means a lot to have that extra supportive figure in their life because, you know, these kids have adults that they spend a lot of time with, whether it's teachers or coaches or whatever, but they don't have necessarily a person other than a parent who is able to just spend time just for them and not have some sort of schedule, but just be able to listen to them and listen to the things that they're going through. And so I think that has been that's the big impact of it, is that it's someone who is able to be that guiding figure who they trust, that they can share things openly with.
Right.
And you know, we like to tell people that if you sign up for a program, you're not signing up to be a parent. This is different from that. That's why we call it Big Brothers Big Sisters. A sibling relationship is very different from that.
Right.
So these parents are people who care about their kids, and they choose to enroll them in these programs because they see that it would be valuable for them to have an extra adult figure in their life. So
it may sound like a cliche, but it takes a village. Really is.
Absolutely,
it really holds true. Now, how do you match up kids? Is it through interests, or some kid might be into tech or science, and you find how does that match up?
Yeah, so we do an interview with the child when they sign up for the program. We learn all about their interests and what they want in a big brother or a big sister. We do a pretty in-depth interview with our volunteers as well. Obviously, child safety is a big thing, so it can be a lengthy process to sign up to be a big because there's a lot of things that we have to make sure of. But part of that is also that just we want to make sure that we have the best match possible. We don't want to just match you with any random kid. We want to make sure that you have interests in common.
Right.
If you feel like you work well with a particular age group, and we want to try to accommodate that if we can. So that's why we have a wait list, because we want to make sure that we have the best match for these kids. So
what's the typical wait time?
So it can be it could be a lot of different things depending on how specific your requirements are. You know, sometimes we have a child that is a perfect match and we get you matched right away, but then there's still an interview and there's background checks and there's an application. So it does take some time, but we have kids that have waited for many months because they're looking for a specific type of person. So that's why we're doing this whole thing this month, to try and get as many mentors on our cause as possible so that we can have the right match for these kids. So.
Right. How can people support you? What some of the things that they can do?
Yeah. So we're having an info session at our office each week this month. Most of them are on Thursday nights, I think, but if you go to our website, you can see when they all are and you can sign up for them. So we would love for people to come out to those. That's not a commitment to become a big, but that is just a chance to eat some free Chick-fil-A and to learn free food and just to learn about our programs and see if it might be a fit for you. So we would love for people to come out to those if you have any interest at all. Also on October 19th, we are having an event called Bigs and Beers at Odd Story, one of my favorite spots in town. So we're really excited about that. So they're going to give back 10% to Big Brothers Big Sisters throughout the evening.
Awesome.
But then also, if you come and you sign up to learn more about being a Big, then you can get a free drink. So that would be another great opportunity for people to come out to.
Since 1957,
Yeah.
they have been doing this in our city. And if people want to get in contact with you, if they want to social media, your personal number, you've got the camera.
Absolutely. So you can email me at eli@bbbschat.org if you want to get in touch. I would also encourage you to just check out our website, bbbschat.org. Or if you want to look at some information specifically about this In the Wait campaign, it's bbbschat.org/inthewait. There's some more information on there. And that's where you can sign up for the info sessions. You can find out more about the event at Odd Story, all that stuff. But I would love for people to reach out to me if you have any questions.
Yeah, and old school like me, 423-698-8016.
Yeah, give us a
Eli
call.
Smith, Big Brothers Big Sisters, thank you so
Awesome.
much for coming in.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Absolutely.